Hello and welcome back to the Nasty Metal Turkish channel here at YouTube, and welcome to another album review. So today's review is of a request, courtesy of one of my subscribers, Paul Divito. Now, this of course is the newest and second full-length album from Canada's Traveler, which is titled Termination Shock, which was just released today physically through, of course, Gates of Hell Records. Now, before I get into the actual album, let me definitely go run through a little bit of the backstory for the band. Now, Traveler were formed in 2017 and were based out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And of course, the band, of course, consists of members of bands like either like Gatecrasher, Borrowed Time, Striker, Riot City, and Hazard. And of course, again, they were formed in 2017, and they of course had released some one demo in 2018, and of course their first full-length album last year. And of course, here is their second full-length album titled Termination Shock. Now, this was released originally independently, I believe last week, or at least maybe 2 weeks ago or so, April 10th, 2020. Again, independently through their Bandcamp page. But here, today, it was released physically through, of course, Gates of Hell Records, both on CD and vinyl. So now, without further ado, let's definitely get into the album. Now, of course, this album is about 8 tracks and clocks in at 40 minutes and 14 seconds. So, again, these guys are a heavy metal band, so let's definitely get into, let me get into the review and go into more in depth of the songs. Now, the opening track, Shaded Mirror, opens up the album. Fast, hot, and heavy, pure badass, and very well constructed to boot. The title track is next and keeps the energy going, and is more, and at times, albeit more technical, in the more technical matter, be it heavy as fuck. Very well structured, and Jean-Pierre Abode, who of course is the vocalist here for the band, of course pours his heart and soul into this track, like it does with many of the songs on this album. Definitely another great track. Forever Man slightly changes the tempo, but without losing its energy level, and is another excellent composed track that even has some killer guitar solos to boot. Diver Madman, no. Not a Ozzy Osbourne cover, has some huge Iron Maiden vibes here. Seventh Son of Seventh Son, to be exact. Another winner here. It's just another very well put together track. Again, contains also some great vocal performances from Jean-Pierre Abode, and of course Matt Rise, and even Torrin Shaldick, I believe, is I think the way you pronounce it. That these two definitely seem to really throw in, really add in some great dual guitar stuff here. It's a great track. Another very well composed song. SDK, aka Suck the Knife, raises up the tempo here again, and is a mean metal romp that has plenty killer solos and vocal performances. After the Future, which starts off rather soft and emotional, which lasts for about 2 minutes, and for those 2 minutes alone, it has a Queensryche vibe, with, of course, Jean-Pierre sings with a softly low register before breaking into another excellent metal romp. Deep Space kicks things back into high gear, and is another excellent fret burner with high octane juice. Just a killer track. And of course here, the very last song, Terry Exodus, ends the album and is a nicely just a fine slab of molten metal. So there you go. You got about 8 songs there. Again, 40 minutes and 14 seconds. And so without further ado, it's time to give out my rating score for the album. It's basically a 10 out of 10. This is a fucking great album. I mean, from the musicianship to the writing to again to the even the composing of the songs and how well they are structured. There's just nothing bad here. Everything's so fucking top notch. And of course, their debut album again was also great. But I actually feel after listening to their first sound to kind of go back and listen to it, because if I didn't really check out the album when it actually came out last year, even though, again, I heard a lot of praises for this band, but listening to this album, I feel this is probably right now their best work so far. They definitely are, even if I have to say, they're really starting to show just in a way the progression almost. You can tell that the band are really stepping up even more of their game to even also just showing how great a songwriters they are. And I feel even after this one, they might even top this album. That's just how the high level of just well mature writing that you're getting out of this band here. And Termination Shock is just a great example of that. It just shows how well this band is really structuring their albums. And it's just great. I mean, sure, again, I don't know if you can say they're definitely are, what's the word I am looking for? Reinventing the wheel. But they definitely are no slouch in terms of just writing just solid quality heavy metal and everything. And definitely, I mean, I can draw some comparisons even to Jagdpanzer, like somewhere between that, Iron Maiden, and Queensryche, just for all good examples. But every bit of these songs here just bleed personality and just pure excellence for this album. So with that, there's just nothing bad here. This is definitely one of the best albums so far right now. Just a killer follow-up to their first album in ways. I will say this actually tops their very first album. This is just excellent material. So with that, again, this album was dropped here physically today. Then if you, of course, since I know this was released again independently, digitally on April 10th, and I know since then, I know some of you might have listened to the album. But if you're still, but if you did pre-order the album through Gates of Hell Records and are looking for to hear this album, I definitely will have to say you're not going to be disappointed with the sound. But if for those that have not yet checked this album out and didn't yet pre-order the album, what are you fucking waiting for? Maybe if I'm within the middle of the video, you probably stopped it at this point. And right now, probably even if you still have gone this far, I feel like you probably should just stop it right here and go to either view the band's Bandcamp page or even the Gates of Hell Records web store and fucking order the damn album. This is fucking great shit. I mean, already I gave the 10 out of 10 to Ambush's newest album, and here this is the second album here for this channel that I've given a 10 out of 10 rating. It just should that should definitely tell you how well I think this album is so fucking great. So with that, I hope you are going to their web store to buy this fucking album and actually support this band. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed this Heavy Thrash and Sam out, and I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone, and I hope all of you enjoy this lovely week. So with that, take care.